It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, as we see a team who left LA take on a team who came back home. It's the Raiders and the Rams on Thursday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams. Everybody, alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
From SoFi Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
And it certainly hadn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, Brandon Powell. Fielded just inside the 30. A beautiful fake. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They're led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 49 yards for Kyron Williams. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1.
Well, now how about this return?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. Go to here.
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a play fake. Carr.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see the defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Counter play with Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First and goal at the 8-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down in the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On third down, here's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And we'll see what he can do on the return.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Devontae Adams, 60 yards.
And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And the Raiders have got him. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Mayfield.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did, and that should set them up well for the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The Raiders are going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it.
And it's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. Gay is on for the point after. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Carr now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Calling a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Williams running left. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams have broken our tie and have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. So Carr and the Raiders now down 21-14, a minute 56 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
What now?
Here's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Carr. A dump off here to Bolden. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with a minute 6 left to go in the game. Throwing his Carr. Rolling to his right. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. They'll get this up to about the 44. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.